It's time for the best high school football show in town with KFC's Friday Football Fever.
Jason with us tonight. Yeah. We haven't seen you very much this evening because you've been busy.
Yeah, it's a big night in high school football all across the area in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast. Now, 2 weeks removed from their much publicized suspension of tight end Nick O'Leary, William T. Dwyer High School has all the distractions behind them, and their team is looking forward to capturing another state championship. Tonight, they hosted Palm Beach Lakes. The Rams having a down year so far this season. Quarterback Jacoby Brissett for the Panthers, he goes up top and he finds Darrell Hunter for a 50-yard gain. That would set up a touchdown. Panthers up 14-6. Brissett again, this time across the middle. He finds a streaking Nick O'Leary. He bobbles it around before he brings it in. Dwyer, they roll again tonight. 62-6 is your final score. Number 2 ranked Glade Central hosted Boca Raton out in the Glades on a very special night. Former Central and NFL star Fred Taylor had his number retired at halftime along with a few other former players from Glade Central. Second possession of the game, and Central running back Neville Brown does his best Fred Taylor impersonation, going 74 yards to the house. Nobody is going to catch up to him. Glade Central wins on a special night, 40-7 over the Bobcats. Fourth ranked Seminole Ridge welcome Palm Beach Central to Loxahatchee. Third quarter, Ridge leads it 7-3 until Central quarterback Ryan McGovern throws downfield to Angelo John Louise. He makes this circus catch and he finds a way to get in the end zone. 68-yard touchdown, 10-7 Central at this point in the game, but Seminole Ridge, they would come right back. An 85-yard drive capped off with this 2-yard touchdown run by Abel Turan. Hawks would go on to defeat the Broncos 21-10. Over in Boynton Beach, Park Vista played host to Atlantic. Cobras head coach Brian Dodds getting his team fired up. Park Vista was down 13-7 early in the first half, and the Eagles would not let up at all after the Cobras scored a touchdown. Bresley Estime takes the kickoff back for a touchdown of his own. It was upset city in Boynton Beach tonight as Atlantic takes down Park Vista. Final score 26-7. 8th ranked Fort Pierce Central hosting Sebastian Rither, and Central's Marcus Sigmund finds Louis Matthew on the swing pass. Some nifty footwork here to stay inbounds for the score. The Cobras, they go up 14-9, and they defeated, that would be your final score, 14-9. They stay undefeated on the season at 5-0 this year. To 10th ranked Kings Academy we go now, where the Lions face the Benjamin School, and after a 4-yard rushing touchdown on the Lions' first drive of the game, Brian Grove will get another chance to put 6 on the board in the first quarter. He botches the handoff from the quarterback, and that is Benjamin's ball on the fumble. Kings, they would respond facing 3 and out. Their defense, and their quarterback got to work. Shane Bussey, he would find Marcus Houston on this 19-yard touchdown pass. Kings would go up 14-0, and the Lions, they'd go on to win it 24-7 over the Buccaneers. Two teams coming off losses last week, American Heritage and Pahokee in Delray Beach tonight. The Stallions had no trouble handling the Blue Devils. Jeremy Gaskins gets the handoff from quarterback Billy Strode, and he is untouched on his way to the end zone. The sophomore Marcus Davis scored 2 touchdowns in this ball game, and Heritage, they topped the Blue Devils 50-20. Pahokee is now 2-3 on the season. When we come back on Friday Football Fever, we take you back up to the Treasure Coast, and we also spotlight one of the best young quarterbacks in the area.
Friday Football Fever is sponsored by Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Today is the day.
The day I ignore the voice of reason.
The day I talk to the girl from accounting. The day I ditch the bun.
And demand 2 meaty fillets.
2 slices of cheese.
And 2 pieces of bacon.
Yeah, I said bacon. Today's the day I double down.
The KFC Double Down. Double meat, double cheese, double bacon, double awesome. Get yours today.
So good.
So S-O-G-double-O-D good.
Kelly Skidmore believes parents and teachers know best. That's why Kelly opposed the bill to give Tallahassee politicians and bureaucrats more control of our local schools. Kelly will fight to support local schools with more emphasis on classroom teaching and less reliance on standardized tests. She believes that economic opportunity begins in the classroom, that strong local schools are the key to the future for our children, for our schools. Kelly Skidmore for the State Senate.
Unprepared Man's Guide to Hunting. Your office attire may blend in at work, but in the outdoors, it can be a hindrance. Not to worry. Start by rolling in mud until evenly coated. Affix leaves in alternating colors. ripped sleeves to create foliage bandana. And there we go.
Don't be that guy. Come into Gander Mountain and get everything for your next outdoor adventure. Gander Mountain, we live outdoors.
Alex Sink on TV.
A lot of questions about Rick Scott. The company he ran was fined.
Hold it. Alex Sink's own company was fined $6.7 million by the U.S. attorney and fined for deceptive sales practices. Sink's bank was forced to pay back $30 million for fraud charges.
I ran my company with honesty and integrity.
Really? Sink's bank preyed on investors, many of them elderly, with risky investments, all while Alex Sink took home $8 million.
If the Washington Liberals were looking for a partner in Florida, Kelly Skidmore would be their first call. Because Skidmore votes to raise our taxes, caters to unions, and cares more about government jobs and pensions than she does securing our jobs. But Skidmore takes it a step further, wanting taxpayers to pay for politicians and their campaigns. Washington Liberals are spending us into oblivion, killing our economy. The last thing we need is someone who wants to bring that baggage to Florida, and Skidmore will.
This high-definition newscast is sponsored by South Florida Honda.
Welcome back into Friday Football Fever. Well, Lake Worth High School has been one of the biggest surprises this season, sporting a 4-1 record with their only loss coming to third-ranked Jupiter Christian. They handled their other four opponents pretty easily, winning by a combined score of 204-10. And most of that scoring was off of the arm of their star junior quarterback, Evan Moore. Moore and company spoiling Royal Palm's homecoming tonight. The junior hits Richard Safarin for a 36-yard score. That would put the team up 21-0. Now, how about a little defense from that Trojans team? Royal Palm quarterback T.J. Abrams, he gets his pass tipped here by his own man and right into the waiting hands of Corey Wright. Lake Worth, they would cruise past the Wildcats 42-13. Suncoast looking to drum up a win on their homecoming night. Chargers rented Napier with a 50-yard run that would set up a touchdown, putting the Chargers up 14-6. But Boynton Beach's Zach Miner finds William Mercelli in the end zone. The two-point conversion ties the game at 14 apiece. We fast forward to overtime now. Boynton gets 7 points. The Chargers get a TD of their own, but they decide to go for the two-point conversion to win the game, and James Huggins gets in for the score. Suncoast, they defeat Boynton Beach in overtime tonight, 22-21. In Vero Beach, the Fighting Indians hosted Palm Beach Gardens. Vero's Jamonte Hunter scores from 3 yards out, putting Vero up 14-0 into the half here, and Carson Dietrich nails a 41-yard field goal. Check out this leg by the young man, Vero. They edge out the Palm Beach Gardens Gators 31-21. The John I. Leonard Lancers, they were up against Santa Lucia's tonight. A week after getting a big upset against Palm Beach Central, Santa Lucia's would get on the board first with a 4-yard touchdown run here by Artez Fulton. The Lancers, though, they would bounce back in a big way. Look at this beautiful counterplay by Kevin Dennis, who takes the ball over 40 yards in for the touchdown. The Lancers would take another one at home tonight. 35-18 is your final score. So another big night in high school football, and it should be a great day tomorrow in college football as well.
Huge.